Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jalen Dawes, of course, and this is Jalen Unplugged. Today we are going to be trading gold once again, but today is going to be a little different because I have a media day with the hospital that did my surgery in the last couple months. So I'm going to have to bring you guys with me in order to capture my trade on camera because my media day is at 8:30, which is a little bit after my trading window, so I'm going to be on the road already. But nonetheless, we are going to still hop on the charts right now and go over what we see and what we are going to be looking for today. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so what we have here is some selling pressure. Let me turn off that. All right, so it looks like we are coming down still. Yep, looks like we are actually rejecting right here. Make that black. So it looks like we are coming down. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. I would like to see it a little higher instead of like right up under. Hold on. Let me see something. No, I don't like that. I don't know. It looks like really the only. It looks something like that. I don't know. I just feel like today we're looking for sells. I can't really mark the zones though. Like gold has been ranging in this area. Like we have a range right here. We have a bit of a range right here. A range right here. So it's kind of messy. But this is like the closest thing that we have because there's no steadiness down here. Like it came up and then just dropped back down. Oh no. I don't mind this though. Because we have a 4 hour gap right here. I don't mind that. But there's an even stronger one up here. But low key, if it comes for that, it's breaking structure. So I would like to see it just come up here and then continue down. But no idea, buddy. Realistically, what I would like to see is it just form a whole new downtrend, because that I don't want to come all the way back up there. That's just too high. Oh, look at this. I like these. These look good. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. We also... There's just too many. I don't like that. That I don't like. There's just too many. But this one as well. There's just too many options, bro. Like, look at this. Bam, 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 bam. There's too many options. That I don't like. I like this one because this one had a stronger push to the downside. Today is a toughie. Definitely not looking for buys with all this downward momentum. That's a mistake I made the other day. And we are always learning from our mistakes, not continuing to make them. Realistically, this could be... that could be our target, realistically. Our overall target would be down here, though. But obviously, if we catch a trade up here, we're not holding it that long. We're not swing traders. I don't know. I think this is what we're looking for. And realistically, I don't know how I'm going to do my recording today. But I'll be recording on my action camera, my DJI Action 5 Pro, and using my DJI mic that I have here. It'll be my first vlog type video with this setup. But low-key, I'm excited, bro. Because that's kind of what I want to move to, like shift. It's kind of what I want to shift to, is more vlog style videos. But I want to get a lot more comfortable with just being on camera overall, which is why I agreed to do this media day with the hospital. Because I just want to get used to being on camera and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're just waiting to see a better setup, which we're probably not going to see a better setup until our trading window, which we're probably going to be on the road by then. But at least I have this stuff marked up to use as a base. Thankfully, I have a good phone for trading, the Samsung Z Fold 7. So the chart actually won't look that crazy to me. Okay, guys. So I am pretty sure this here is going to be our setup off of this box. I'm not going to delete. I might delete this one, though, because I ain't trying to come all the way back up here. That was yesterday's trade. So I'm looking at this area for an area of interest. I'm pretty sure if we come up here, we're probably going to drop again. Or it could come up here, but just because of how small this push is right here, I'm not too confident in it coming all the way up to here, because once it hit this level, it dropped off. So that should be the same level of interest that we take. And then obviously we aim for 1 to 3, but 2,400 is our overall take profit, just because it can drop to take out this low right here. But that's going to be our area of interest. That should be our trade for today. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here, because I got to leave within the next like 15 minutes. So we're going to pick up from the camera. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're currently in the car. We are going to be heading out right now, but it is 7:56. And it literally looks like our setup might play out. So I'm gonna probably set a limit once my trading window actually opens, and we'll see what we get. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road now, and I'll let you guys know whether we enter. But we are about 30 minutes out, and we have about 30 minutes to get there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road, and I'll see you guys once we get to the hospital. Let's go. Okay, I do not recommend anyone to be trading while they're driving, but I set my limit, as you can, if it would clear up. Come on, clear up. Well, I showed you guys the setup that I was looking at. So I set my limits just because it looks like it might tap into this trade and then drop, because it needs a big retracement. So we are looking to take this setup here. So I just set my limits, and then I'm gonna continue to drive. Okay, so we're currently in traffic right now. I don't know if I'm gonna make it on time. We're about 10 minutes away, but it's 8:21, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time. But the trade is looking good so far. We're just waiting on a good push to the downside, but our entry was pretty much spot on, and we had a little bit of drawdown, but not too much, and now we're finally pushing down. Our first red line is TP1, which would be 1-to-1. Second line is TP2, which is a 1-to-2, and third line is TP3, which is a 1-to-3. So I'm hoping to get it to push down to our overall buy limit, because that would be a new low. So yeah, that's what we're just waiting for. But if we get TP3, obviously our buy stop is gonna move down to TP3, and then we're just gonna let it do what it does for the rest of the day. But yeah, so looks good so far, but you never know until the trade's actually done. So let's go ahead and continue our drive in traffic. Bro, the craziest thing just happened. I came to check my, hold on, Kodak, chill, bro. So I came to just check my phone real quick, and we dropped all the way to TP3 and then hit a hard rejection. So I moved my stops down right above that candle, because it's a good chance that it might just come down and then reject back up. So I went ahead and moved my buy limit also to TP3. Bro, I wish I was at home being able to actually watch the chart, because I would have seen that entire move happen and I could have closed it at TP3, because it went just past it and then rejected back up. So there's no telling what might happen now in the market, because it already dropped all the way down to 1-to-3, but then it did a hard rejection. So I hope with that we get out of in profit, but if not, it is what it is. I don't know if I should close it, because we did hit our overall target, but then it just did a hard rejection. So I'm not too sure what to do, but yeah, we are just waiting to see what happens on the next candle. Okay guys, so we're still in traffic, but we went ahead and closed the trade at TP2, because it gave us back it brought us back down to TP2, and I just had a feeling that it wanted to reverse since it already hit TP3, and look at it now. I am so glad that we closed the trade, because it's reversing pretty damn hard. That is a strong bullish engulfing. Oh, hold on, we gotta hit this turn. Bro, so I'm happy I took profit, but look at this. We're dropping once again. It came back up, a little bit of drawdown, and then dropped hard once again. Okay, here we go. So just finished up doing the interview. It went well, not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. I've never done any like camera work outside of just YouTube. So being on the camera for them, it was definitely different. Hold on, I'm getting my keys. It was definitely different from what I normally do like on YouTube, but it was fun nonetheless. I got to talk with my doctor and kind of get to know him a lot more, because we had to do like some B-roll, so we had to do like natural talking and conversation and stuff. And we talked about trading. We did so much talking. Most of our conversation was just about trading. Like he was asking me how much I've made, how much I've lost, stuff like that. And come to find out, doctors don't make that much. I've made more in one day than he's made in like a month. And which is crazy to say, he's a doctor, a surgeon. And in one day, even just today, making the $1,100 or whatever it was, $1,000 I made today, He said that he barely made that doing my surgery. So that just puts things in perspective. Like, bro, why give up all of our time to go to school and go to law school, well, I won't say law school. Lawyers make money. But like, go to school to learn all this stuff when you can learn day trading in a couple months to a year, and you can make so much more from it. It can give you so much more freedom back. Sorry, someone was getting out their car and they staring at my car, but I got 5% tint, shorty. You can't see in here. But it just puts things into a perspective. Like, bro, in the beginning when I first started, I had a couple accounts with Top Step, and I made 15,000 in one day. And when I told him those numbers, bro, he looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, 15,000? I made the 15,000 with Top Step when I had the 3 accounts. And he looked at me like I was insane. He was like, how did you make so much money? Like, how long did it take you? What were you doing? And I told him, I was like, man, I literally do the same thing every single day. I don't do anything different. If I see my setup, then I take my setup. If it's not there, I just don't trade. The only difference is how much money you put in on the trade. That's the only thing that should be changing. Everything else needs to be the same. If you're changing anything else, you're messing with your mindset. You're messing with your strategy, and that's what you don't mess with. Those are things that need to be non-negotiable, like things that just don't change no matter what. The only thing that should be changing is your lot size or your contract size. Those are the only 2 things that can change. Other than that, everything has to stay the same, or you're messing with your probabilities. And that's what you should not be messing with. Speaking of, let's look over the chart real quick and see what gold did after everything that happened today. Let's see. Oh, wow, look at that. That's crazy. So gold ended up dropping for a little bit, hit our TP2 once again, and then shot back up. So I think from now on, we just gonna set our limits at 1 to 3 and call it a day, because I could have made my, 1,300, 1,400, and I would have been good, because it smashed TP3, like went through it, and then went back up. So I think we're just gonna keep shooting for our 1 to 3 and just set our limits there and just call it a day once we get that. Because yeah, that's kind of crazy work what happened. But all right, so we are going to go ahead and get out of here. I need to run to the store. All my cash fell out my pocket. I need to run to the store real quick and see what they got. And I am gonna go ahead and cut to that. I guess I might as well just vlog today since we already here. So we gonna vlog today. That's what we gonna do. So we gonna go to Ross. I wanna go to Ross. I wanna get a new cologne. I don't have any more cologne. So we're gonna go over to Ross and I'll be back. All right, guys, so we just pulled up to Ross. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm not gonna lie, today has been a great day and we are only now starting. Other than the fact that a bird decided to take a dump on my car. But nonetheless, car looks good. We are gonna go ahead and head into Ross now and see what we can find. Realistically, I want some cologne, so I'm gonna see if I can get a cologne and maybe something for my wife. But I'm really only here for cologne. They got a good cologne selection, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can find something. If not, it is what it is. We just go get my wife some food and head back to the crib, edit this video, play some Call of Duty for the rest of the day. So let's go ahead and go into Ross now. So far, I've only found 2 things. I got 2 colognes. So I'm trying this one. I've had the Coach Black before and I liked it. And then I'm just getting this as like a mixer because I like to mix my colognes. I don't like to just smell like one thing because then people can pinpoint exactly what you smell like. So I like to mix my colognes. I've never had that cologne. I think I've smelt it before and I enjoyed the way it smelled. So I'm getting it to try it out and see how I feel about it. But I'm just kind of walking around now, see what I see. If I don't see anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of here. I didn't walk through the clothes, but I might go through the sweaters real quick because if you guys know me, you know I love my jackets. So we're gonna go ahead and go through the jackets real quick, see if we see anything. But if not, we're just gonna get out of here. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. So we just finished up inside of Ross. Spent about $100. Not too bad. We are gonna go ahead and go home now. I'm probably gonna stop and just get something for my wife to eat and then drop it down to her at work. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for today, honestly. We ain't doing much. Hold on, let me give y'all a little fit check. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling the fit today. Give me 1 second, hold on. Give y'all a little fit check. Look. Hold on, cuz. Who that boy is? Hold on, with the back? Oh, hey, that boy got that bit on with the AP. Oh man, killing him. All right, let me stop playing. So we gonna go ahead and hit the road, head back to the crib. I don't know what I'm gonna get for my wife to eat though. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea. But she likes this one Italian spot, so I might go get that. Cause I could also, oh no, I'm gonna get her a sub. We're gonna go down to, what is it? Is it Jimmy John's? I don't think it's Jersey Mike's. We're gonna go over to Jersey Mike's. I'm gonna go get her that. And then drop her that stuff for her to eat. And then we're gonna go home and play some Call of Duty. That is what we're doing. So I'll see you guys once we get back to the house, so I can just do a trade recap and then close this video up. I don't want it to be too long, so we're gonna go ahead and see you guys at the house. All right, guys, so we're back home now, so let's go ahead and go over this trade real quick. So the overall reason why we were looking to take this trade is because we had this huge impulse move to the downside, which means we need to fill this gap. And after we fill this gap, we can continue our momentum to the downside. As you can see, we did fill this gap here. And once we did, we had a good rejection. It gave us our 1 to 3, but then it started to go back up because it wanted to fill this gap here that we had marked as well. But the only reason we didn't want to wait for this trade is just because I like the way this momentum pushed to the downside. And it did give me the reaction that I was looking for. I just figured it would continue down and not come back up like it did, but it did only because it wanted to fill this gap that was up top above here, which also makes sense, which is why I had it marked, because it was a point of interest as well, just not as high up as I wanted to wait to go. And I'm kind of glad that I did take the trade I took because, for one, we got the move that we were looking for. We did push down to a 1 to 3. I just didn't close it at 1 to 3. We ended up securing a TP2. So we secured $1,000 today, a little bit more than $1,000. So can't be upset about that. I'm very happy with the way today's trade went. But yeah, but this move here was the move for the day. As you can see, we're pushing down past a 1 to 3. How much will we have gotten off of this? This would have been a good setup, and it's pushing for a 1 to 5 at this very moment. 1 to 3 would have been here, and would have been closed at 1 to 3 anyway because our moving stop would have took us out at 1 to 3. So either way, we would have had 1 to 3. This trade took a lot longer to play out. So I like my trade. I like quick trades, in and out, simple, to the point. That's the way I like my trades. I don't really like long trades like this. I mean, it is what it is. It did play out. And as you can see, once it passed where it hit before, it's now just dropping like straight bearish candles. So this is the overall move for today. I like this. I just wish that it would have happened with our move, because then we could have secured more than a 1 to 3. But it's cool. We got a 1 to 2, got our $1,000, no money lost today. So I'm overall happy with the way today went. So we're gonna go ahead and close this video out. I hope you guys like the way that this video went today with the on chart and in the life like vlog style. I do want to start recording more videos like this, so maybe I'll start planning more things to do on my days off other than just trading and then chilling at the house with the kids. So but yeah, so we'll see. But please like, comment, subscribe, and remember, stay unplugged. Deuces.